Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato Info and Care. Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato is a purple and red, small-fruited, support-needed tomato vine, growing 60 to 72 inches tall and 36 to 48 inches wide. As an intermediate variety, it constantly grows and sets fruit throughout the season, giving a steady supply of fresh fruits until late fall. The plant blooms a little earlier than other indigo varieties and unique round fruits with characteristic dark overlay, up to 1.5 inches in diameter, appear in bunches 65 to 70 days after sowing. Since the indigo color appears on the fruit side exposed to direct sun, each fruit has a unique pattern. The outer fruits have larger, dark areas. In contrast, the inner ones can only have dotted dark purple or black traces. The color comes from a pigment called anthocyanin. It contains powerful antioxidants that benefit our health and can be found in blueberry fruits with a much higher concentration. Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato Taste. This delicious dwarf offers the best of both worlds, red and indigo. It has a balanced taste with sweet and savory notes, but often without the accentuated acidic element in purple tomatoes. In the cross-section, it retained the sweet and juicy flesh of the red tomato with a discreet dose of smoky flavor common with indigo tomatoes. Because of this irresistible combination, you can eat the fruits immediately after picking them, without even having to salt them. These are probably my favorite cherry tomato variety. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to tap the like button, as it'll let me know that you enjoy content like this. How to care for Midnight Snack Cherry Tomatoes. Growing Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato is easy if you provide optimal conditions such as many sun, fertile soil, and even moisture. When to start the Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato. You can start the seeds indoors 6 weeks before the last expected frost. The germination takes 7 to 14 days at a soil temperature of 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. If you planted the seeds in one container after the seedlings develop their pair of first leaves, plant them in separate containers so that they develop stronger roots and do not interfere with each other. You can transplant the seedlings to a permanent place after they develop the third pair of leaves when the danger of late frost passes. Tomatoes are generally sensitive to low temperatures, especially in the early stages of growth, so wait for the soil temperature to settle to 60.5 or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You can also sow the seeds outside in late April or in the first half of May, but direct seeding in the garden is only acceptable in areas with very long summers. I personally have had some luck with them in temperatures around 85 degrees. Water. Depending on the outside temperature, tomatoes should be watered every 2 to 5 days. This plant does not like dry soil, so on the hottest days, it's necessary to hydrate the plant daily if there's no natural precipitation. When you water the plant, pour water around the root base. Like other types of tomatoes, this one is also prone to leaf disease due to excessive foliage wetting. Soil. Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato requires well-cultivated, nutrient-rich, well-drained soil that evenly absorbs moisture. Before planting the seedlings, dig in the soil well to a depth of 2 feet, loosen it and enrich it with compost or manure. The pH reaction of the soil should range from 6.0 to 6.8 because tomatoes do not like too acidic or too alkaline soils. You can reduce the pH value using lime, and sulfur can increase it if necessary. Fertilizer. If you enrich the soil well with compost or manure before planting, additional feeding is unnecessary, since this tomato is sensitive to over-fertilization. However, you can apply granulated, slow-release NPK fertilizers with a higher phosphorus and potassium content in the average garden soil that is not fertilized. The ideal NPK ratio is 3 to 4 to 6 or 4 to 7 to 10, since it promotes the development of fruits. You should avoid fertilizers with a high nitrogen content because it stimulates excessive leaf production. Light. Tomato is a sun lover, so it needs at least 4 to 6 hours of direct sun daily for a good harvest. They will bear fruit even in a partially shaded position, but such fruits ripen much more slowly and taste less intense. There's no such thing as too much sun for a tomato as long as its soil is sufficiently hydrated. Therefore, plant tomatoes in a very sunny area for maximum yield and taste. When are Midnight Snack Cherry Tomatoes ripe for the picking? As soon as the fruits are formed, while they're still green, dark colors appear on the sunny side. This species is ready for the harvest when the fruit turns an intense red color on the parts that are not darkly colored. You can use a little trick to determine if a tomato is ripe. Pull the calyx, and if the fruit is red in the places the calyx shadows, it's ready for picking. Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato in Pot. If you don't have a garden, you can still enjoy your own fresh tomato fruit, since it can easily grow in a counter on a sunny terrace. For this type of cultivation, you need a large container of at least 5 gallons in volume, which you'll fill to 1 inch or 1.5 inches below the rim so that the water does not spill over when watering. You can use a standard potting mix combined with 1/4 sand and 1/4 compost. Place support next to the seedling, to which you will tie the central stem when the vine grows. Don't forget the fruits of these species may be small, but the plant is not miniature and grows 3 or 4 feet tall. The plant in the container needs regular watering, 1 or 2 inches of water per week. You can include additional feeding with liquid fertilizer for vegetables when the plant begins to bloom. With a little care, you can harvest the fruits in the middle of summer, so that by autumn, you'll have a uniquely colorful and edible decoration. Midnight Snack Cherry Tomato Usage. This type of tomato was created to be eaten fresh. That's why it's best to use it in different salads where its taste and unusual color will best come to the fore. Of course, if you have more fruits than your daily consumption, you can make juice, bake them into a tart, or roast them into a sauce. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you have grown or tasted this tomato before. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember, life is better when you garden.